Madam Clerk, we ready?
Yes, Mayor.
Everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you, Officer Villano. Sunshine notice, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor. Board of Commissioners, public meeting Tuesday, July 6, 2021. The time is now 7:04. Pursuant to the requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, notice of this meeting was published in December 3rd, 2020 issues of the Nutley Sun, the Herald News, and the Star Ledger. A copy of this notice has been posted on the Nutley Town Hall Bulletin Board, and a copy is on file in the municipal clerk's office. Commissioner Kelly.
Present.
Commissioner Evans.
Here.
Commissioner Petracco.
Here.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Here.
Mayor Tucci.
Here.
All present, Mayor.
Thank you so much. I see we have minutes for approval from May 18th, 2021 open. Can I have a motion, please? Move it. Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli?
Aye.
Mayor Tucci?
Aye. We also have executive session minutes for June 15th, 2021, session 1 and 2.
Move it.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli?
Aye.
Mayor Tucci?
Aye. Thank you. We're going to take things a little out of order this evening because we have some special guests with us and we have some bad weather out there. So we want to get you guys, we want to acknowledge you and recognize you and honor you and tell you how proud of you we are. All right. But we also want you to get home safely. All right. So I will begin. Whereas the girls' 10U softball team has enjoyed an outstanding season in the Greater Essex Softball League, posting a record of 7 wins and 3 losses. And whereas the members of the girls' 10U softball team are Daniela Boyce, Rowan Petrie, Gianna Loya, Violet Nyland, Kaylee Paulino, Leah Baez, Juliana Hurange. How'd I do? Pretty good? Okay. Sophia Delanzo, Grace Cada, Selma Cantor, and Madison Heel. And whereas head coach Mike LaLoya, along with assistant coaches Lou Baez, Kim Delanzo, and Eric Cantor, worked tirelessly to train and guide these athletes. And whereas the members of the girls' 10U softball team are the Greater Essex Softball League champions for the first time in the history of Nutley 10U softball. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley in the County of Essex, State of New Jersey, join with the citizens of Nutley to honor and congratulate the members and coaches of the girls' 10U softball team for their exceptional efforts and accomplishments. I very proudly move this resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli?
Aye.
Mayor Tucci?
Aye. Girls, we cannot tell you, and each commissioner is going to tell you in their own words, how proud of you we are. All right, because we know posting a record like this is no easy task. You had great guidance, you had great coaches, you had great assistant coaches. Your parents were always behind you, as they always are here in Nutley. But we are just thrilled to have you here this evening. So we're going to start on the right. Commissioner Scarpelli, would you like to make some comments?
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations, girls. This is quite an accomplishment. I want you to look at the girls that are next to you because later on in life, there are still going to be your friends because you went through this season together. You won, you lost, you cried, you laughed, but you won the championship, and that's what's important. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to your coaches, and thank your parents for driving you to all those games and practices.
Commissioner Petracco.
I have to correct Commissioner Scarpelli real quick. There's no crying in baseball. But I have to say, nobody cried more than my kids did. I can tell you that much. But I used to coach the Little League teams. One of my son's team made it all the way to the state championship in Little League. Unfortunately, they lost that game. They came in second. But I have to tell you, it's really a tribute to girls. Like Commissioner Scarpelli said, look at each other because way many years from now, you're going to be sitting next to each other and talking about these stories together. And I can't say enough about the coaches who I happen to know. Congratulations. And the parents. When my kids were there, they're driving, the practices all over the state, all the lessons, all over that stuff. So, you know what? Hats off to your parents. Nutley is blessed with having good parents for our kids, and that's why our kids are the best. Congratulations.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Kelly.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to note that this is the first time we're all in here together. And so we're actually able to see your face and congratulate you rather than just looking at a document and maybe seeing someone through a screen. So it's very nice to see you all here tonight. I just want to congratulate you. One thing I do want to do is I do want to challenge you guys. I want to see you guys back here next year. So don't get complacent, keep training, keep practicing. And I want to see you guys back here next year. So congratulations to your coaches and to your family, and good luck next year.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner?
Thank you, Mayor. So a couple of things. One is I love team sports. I love what it teaches you. It teaches you about teamwork. It teaches you about trust, counting on one another. You learn how to win. You learn how to lose. You learn how to stand tall. And that'll carry you throughout life. And in doing all of that, not only have you made your parents proud, but you've also made the township of Nutley even prouder because of your championship and your success. So we're looking forward to having you come back, as Commissioner Kelly has said, to more wins. And I'll leave out of my story that one of the coaches, Mike Malloy, I won't call by name. I held him when he was a baby. But that's another night. All right, congratulations.
Thank you. Girls and coaches, please come up for a photo.
Mike is back. Mike Malloy. Father is the dentist.
Thank you and be safe.
Mike Malloy, the dentist, is the one who's sitting brother. So, yeah. He's a great kid. Really great kid. Yeah, it's just funny. He's such a winning person. He could talk his way through England.
Is that one of the young ladies from the 10U team? Your teammates are leaving. You're going to stay? All righty, moving right along. Communications and correspondence, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor. The Nutley Belleville Columbus Day Parade Committee is requesting to have their 39th Annual Columbus Day Parade on Sunday, October 10th, 2021, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We need a motion.
Move it. Second.
Commissioner Kelly,
Aye.
Commissioner Evans, Commissioner Petracco,
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli,
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
And that's it for communications.
Thank you. Reports, Commissioner Evans. Thank you. Commissioner Scarpelli.
Yes, Mayor, I have various reports for various months.
Thank you. And I have a shade tree report for the month of June. Moving on to bills, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor. Bill list for July 6, 2021. Public Affairs, $108,206.11. Revenue and Finance, $2,534,521.98. Public Safety, $47,058.07. Public Works, $398,088.44. Parks and Public Property, $683,516.93. Water Utility, $32,973.34. Payroll as of Friday, June 11th, 2021. Regular payroll total, $815,791.45. Overtime payroll total, $51,936.08. COVID-19 overtime payroll, $2,330.00. Total payroll, $870,057.53, for a grand total of $4,674,422.40.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly,
Aye.
Commissioner Evans, Commissioner Petracco,
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli,
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank
We will
you.
now entertain public comment on agenda items only, please.
Yes, Mayor. All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the board, each person shall limit their address to 3 minutes. All remarks to the board and its individual members must be addressed to the mayor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Moore, on page 3? And what number specifically are you referring to?
Top of page 3 would be number 156-21. I believe it's under Mr. Evans.
Commissioner, would you like to respond?
Sure. This is a resolution that we're required to have. Services that escrow accounts, trust funds. We have that resolution requested, so we should have requirements, administrative requirements for the
Okay, I can hardly hear you. That's right. Thank you.
Let me repeat this for your benefit. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you. Thank you.
The Division of Local Governmental Services asked us to have this resolution. We should have an authorizing resolution that goes to the DLG that when you have escrow accounts and we're going to be paying monies out of those, that they have it on file. So
Thank
it's just administrative.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. All righty, moving right along, we will move into Board of Commissioner announcements. Commissioner Scarpelli, anything this evening?
I don't have any announcements, Mayor.
Commissioner Petracco?
None.
Commissioner Evans?
Gotcha. Yes, I do.
Please.
I wanted to share that at the end of June, we had the DMV mobile unit here. And it was a very, very hot day. We served over 100 residents that day. So congratulations to the clerk for setting that up with the DMV. But more importantly, I think because of the nature of what went on that day, I just want to extend a special thank you to Al for having the police there. Police presence was shifting all throughout the day, helping people. Joe, you just did an extraordinary job. Joe was walking up to people with bottles of water, asking, "Are you thirsty?" They also, with Frank's help, engineer to mayor, with your support, we opened up the annex to have people wait inside, and then they were called out in small groups, so nobody was waiting out in the heat for very long. But it worked out very, very well. And as a result, the DMV said, when they come to Nutley, they serve the most people than when they go at other places. and that they're planning on coming back on July 29th from 10 to 2 to do it again. So they'll be here at the end of this month.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Kelly.
Nothing from me, Mayor.
I just have one announcement. We recently lost one of our stellar citizens, a pillar of our community, Bishop Bruno of the Abundant Life Worship Center. He was not only a man of God and a man of peace and a man of healing and bringing people together. He was a good man. He was a nice man. He was a man that we could all look up to. And I'd just like to publicly extend our condolences, and I'll give commissioners each a chance to comment to the bishop's wife and to his wonderful family. It's a great loss for the township of Nutley, but we do know that he's in a better place. Commissioner Scarpelli.
Thanks, Mayor. I knew Bishop Bruno a long time. He lived on Milton Avenue. His sons Peter went to school with myself, Nutley High School. I know the whole family, and certainly we extend our condolences to them. But he's in a better place. He was a man of faith. He believed in that. So he's in a better place right now.
Commissioner Petracco.
I too knew Bishop Bruno for many, many years and his family. And at the wake at Abundant Life, I said to each of his family members, especially his wife, you should be really proud of your father, because your father was the person that helped people that couldn't help themselves. He sent food all over the place, fed the poor. He was really a man of God and someone that I admired and looked up to. And I do know he is definitely in heaven because he was one of the best, like the mayor said. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Evans.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to offer my condolences to the family. I wasn't able to go to the wake to say it in person, but he was always a man of service to others. He cared. He believed strongly in his faith. And if there's anyone who can actually be a role model for how to have a selfless interest in other people, I would consider him to be a member of that list. My condolences to the family.
Thank you. Commissioner Kelly.
Thank you, Mayor. A loss of this magnitude is always sad, but one quote that I like that helps me get through these sad times is, life is not over, it's just changed. And it's changed for him for the better. He's definitely a man of faith, and he went home. So my sincere condolences and best wishes.
Thank you all. God bless Bishop Bruno. Okay, I see we have no ordinances for introduction this evening, but we have two ordinances on second reading and public hearing. The first one is under Commissioner Alphonse Petracco, ordinance number 3474. Commissioner, would you like to give us a brief summary of what this is?
Yes, an ordinance to amend an ordinance codified in the code of the Township of Nutley, Chapter 228, Vehicles and Traffic, particularly Articles 17A. This is weight restrictions that we revisited. The streets are East High Street, Rutgers Place, Saddleway, Highfield Lane, Nutley Ave, and Grand Ave.
Okay, I'd like to open up the public hearing. Seeing no one's wishing to comment, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
Move it. Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
Move the ordinance. Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Thank you. The second one is also under Commissioner Petracco, ordinance number 3475. Commissioner?
Yes, this is handicap parking. An ordinance to amend an ordinance codified in the code of the Township of Nutley, Chapter 228, entitled Vehicles and Traffic, particularly Article 7, Special Zones and Areas, Section 29A, entitled Handicap Parking, to add the location set forth thereon. This is Stagger Street, South Side, beginning at a point 135 feet east of Prospect Street for 22 feet east.
I'd like to open up the public hearing for anyone that wants to be heard on this ordinance. Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Move it. Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
Move it. Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. We will move into resolutions. Commissioner Kelly, anything this evening?
Nothing from me, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Evans.
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas permission is required of the Director of the Division of Local Governmental Services for approval as a dedication by writer of revenues received by a county or municipality when the revenue is not subject to reasonably accurate estimates in advance. Whereas NJSA 40A:10-1 provides for receipt of developer escrow funds by the municipality to provide for the operating costs to administer this act. And whereas NJSA 48:4-39 provides the dedicated revenues anticipated from the developer's escrow trust fund are hereby anticipated as revenue and are hereby appropriated for the purpose to which said revenue is dedicated by statute or other legal requirement. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley County of Essex, New Jersey as follows. One, the governing body does hereby request permission of the Director or the Division of Local Governmental Services to pay expenditures of the developer's escrow trust fund under the provisions of NJSA 40:55D-53(1). Two, the municipal clerk is hereby directed to forward 2 certified copies of this resolution to the Director of the Division of Local Governmental Services. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
Whereas the building department collected permit fees in the amount of $2,543 and partial COA development fees in the amount of $2,265, totaling $4,808 from Savalas and Kirthi Chintakindi for the property located at 71 Harrison Street, Nutley, New Jersey. And whereas the fees collected in the amount of $4,808 were part of the sale of the property located at 71 Harrison Street to Nicholas Oriama and Jerry Salzarulo. And the permit fee was deposited in account C 01-901-904, and COA fee was deposited in account T 26-909-902. Whereas the construction official has reviewed and determined that the total fee in the amount of $4,808 is due Nicholas Oriama and Jerry Salzarulo. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that Township Treasurer be, and she is hereby authorized to refund escrow fees in the amount of $4,808 to Nicholas Oriama and Jerry Salzarulo. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Petracco, any resolutions this evening?
I have none, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Scarpelli.
Thank you, Mayor. Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley County of Essex, New Jersey, that the Township Clerk is hereby authorized to advertise for sealed bids for surplus equipment that is no longer in use by the Township. The equipment and vehicles are listed below. Be resolved that the above equipment will be available for inspection on Wednesday, July 21st, 2021, between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. Contact Department of Public Works at 973-284-4984 if interested in inspecting the equipment. Be it further resolved, all bid submissions must be clearly marked sealed bid documents in reference to which advertisement the bids are for. Be it further resolved that the equipment is to be sold as is and where is, and sealed bids are to be sent to the municipal clerk, 1 Kennedy Drive, Nutley, New Jersey, by Wednesday, July 28, 2021, by 11 a.m. prevailing time, at which time they will be publicly opened and read. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
Whereas bids for the Washington Avenue roadway improvement, Section 1, Park Avenue to Nutley Avenue were received and opened on Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. Whereas DLS Contracting, 36 Montesano Road, Fairfield, New Jersey, was the lowest responsible bidder. Whereas the base bid for the Washington Avenue roadway improvement is in the amount of $406,157 for a total bid price of $406,157. And whereas the funds are available for bond ordinance number 3470, account G04169401 for monies received by a grant from the New Jersey Department of Transportation Local Aid Municipal Grant and have been certified by the Chief Financial Officer, said certification be attached to this resolution. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that a contract be awarded to DLS Contracting not to exceed $406,157, and that the mayor and the township clerk are hereby authorized to enter into and sign said contract with Township of Nutley. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you. Be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Township of Nutley in the County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the treasurer be and she is hereby authorized to refund payments for recreation programs in the amounts listed below. For the folks at 12 Lake Street for a picnic in the amount of $100 for the year 2021. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Whereas the New Jersey Department of the Treasury Division of Taxation has provided a tax clearance certificate, and said license is qualified to be licensed according to all the standards established by NJSA 33 and regulations promulgated thereunder, as well as pertinent local ordinances and conditions consistent with Title 33 for the establishment listed below for this renewal period. And whereas this establishment has been inspected by the Board of Health, the Fire Department, the Code Enforcement Department, and the Police Department of the Township of Nutley, and is in satisfactory condition. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley in the County of Essex, the State of New Jersey, that the renewal of plenary retail consumption license be granted to the following licensee effective July 1, 2021 through June 30th, 2022. Be it further resolved that the municipal clerk be, and she is hereby authorized to sign and issue said license certificate for the licensing period July 1, 2021 through June 30th, 2022. Liquor license number 0716-33028006 for FSH Holdings LLC, trading as Franklin Steakhouse, premises at 238 Franklin Avenue. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley in the County of Essex, New Jersey, that the township clerk is hereby authorized to advertise for sealed bids for surplus equipment that is no longer in use by the township. The equipment and vehicles are as listed below. In the Department of Parks and Public Property, 2011 Ford Crown Victoria with mileage of 116,351 miles. Two, a 2001 Dodge Durango SLT 4x4 with mileage of 44,302 miles. Be it resolved that the equipment is to be sold as is and where is, and bids are to be received on Wednesday, July 28, 2021 at 11 a.m. prevailing time in the Commission Chambers, Township Hall, 1 Kennedy Drive, Nutley, New Jersey, at which time they will be publicly opened and read. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Whereas on February 18, 2020, the Township of Nutley passed resolution number 4520, authorizing a contract with Veridian Environmental Consultants, P.O. Box 3009, Upper Montclair, New Jersey, for preliminary assessment for Demuro Park. And whereas the Director of Parks and Public Property has recommended the following change order from said contract. Change order number 1, preliminary assessment for Demuro Park in the amount of $2,700. Whereas funds are available as follows: $100.01 from Capital Ordinance 3372C and $2,599.99 from Capital Ordinance 3425C, and have been certified by the Chief Financial Officer, said certification being attached to this resolution. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners in the Township of Nutley in the County of Essex, the State of New Jersey, that change order number 1 in the amount of $2,700 be and is hereby approved. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Whereas on February 7, 2017, the Township of Nutley passed resolution number 3317, authorizing a contract with Veridian Environmental Consultants, P.O. Box 30009, Upper Montclair, New Jersey, for groundwater investigation services for the Tremont Garage. And whereas the Director of Parks and Public Property has recommended the following change order from said contract. Change order number 3, groundwater investigation services for the Tremont Garage in the amount of $3,000. Whereas funds are available from Capital Ordinance 3425C and have been certified by the Chief Financial Officer, said certification being attached to this resolution, now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that change order number 3 in the amount of $3,000 be and is hereby approved. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Whereas sealed bids are received for roofing services and purchase on May 13th, 2020 in the Township of Nutley, and whereas Gabriel Roofing and Siding, 125 Kensal Avenue, Nutley, New Jersey, was the low bidder and was awarded a contract on May 19th, 2020 via resolution number 116-20. And whereas the contract term was for 1 year from the date of an award with an option to extend for 1 additional year. Whereas the township has decided to exercise its option to extend said contract for an additional 1-year term from May 1, 2021 through April 30th, 2022. And whereas the contract is not to exceed $50,000 and funds are available as follows: $161 from ordinance 3408A, from ordinance 3425C, and $40,177.73 from ordinance 3455A, contingent upon adoption of the 2021 budget and have been certified by the Chief Financial Officer, said certification being attached to this resolution. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Township of Nutley and the County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that a contract extension for roofing service and purchase be awarded to Gabriel Roofing and Siding, Inc. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. Whereas on April 4th, 2017, the Township of Nutley passed resolution number 3917, authorizing a contract with Veridian Environmental Consultants, P.O. Box 3009, Upper Montclair, New Jersey, for groundwater investigation services for 228 Chestnut Street. And whereas the Director of Parks and Public Property has recommended the following change order from said contract. Groundwater investigation services for 228 Chestnut Street in the amount of $3,000. Whereas funds are available from Capital Ordinance 3425C and have been certified by the Chief Financial Officer, said certification being attached to this resolution. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners in the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that change order number 4 in the amount of $3,000 be and is hereby approved. Before I move this resolution, I'd just like to comment that all of these change orders for Veridian for groundwater investigation are tied to the removal of underground storage tanks. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly.
Aye.
Commissioner Evans.
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco.
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. That concludes the business portion of our meeting. I will now open the meeting up to the public.
Mayor, you want me to read the public comments?
Please.
All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the board, each person should limit their address to 5 minutes. All remarks to the board and its individual members must be addressed to the mayor. The mayor may defer citizens' comments to the appropriate member of the board.
Would anyone like to address the Board of Commissioners? Seeing none, I believe, Mr. Genatempo, we need an executive session this evening.
Yes, Your Honor.
I will entertain a motion to go into executive, and when we come out of executive, I do not believe we have any further business to conclude out here.
No, it'll be litigation and contract.
Thank you.
Just
Move to
need
go
a-
into executive session.
Second.
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, permits the exclusion of the public from meeting in certain circumstances. And whereas the public body is of the opinion that such circumstances exist. And whereas the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley in the County of Essex and State of New Jersey desires to proceed to close executive session. And now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley move into close executive session to discuss contract negotiations and litigation. Be it further resolved that the time when such discussion may be disclosed to the public shall be when and such disclosures may be made without adversely affecting the Township of Nutley, pending and or anticipated legal, personnel, contractual matters, and other matters within the exceptions provided for by statute. Commissioner Kelly,
Aye.
Commissioner Evans,
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco,
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye. I will entertain a motion to adjourn the public portion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Commissioner Kelly,
Aye.
Commissioner Evans,
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco,
Aye.
Commissioner Scarpelli.
Aye.
Mayor Tucci.
Aye.
The time is now 7:40.
Thank you and welcome back, everyone.